don't go to jail. It may sound crazy. You may be saying, oh, yeah, this black dude, yeah, typical talk about jail. But I'm being serious. And it extends further than that because this could touch men of all races and all classes. You know, if you're looking at black men, I'm talking about going to jail because that happens very often where they end up in a situation with a chick and they end up going to jail, crashing out over a chick, and they end up in jail. Or worse, they end up dead. And as I said, it touches all races and all communities because you crashing out for a chick, this could happen to anyone. This could happen to a corporate white man. It doesn't matter that he's not going to commit a crime over the woman, but he may make some stupid moves over the woman. And you see a lot of dudes jeopardizing their future, jeopardizing their career, jeopardizing the relationships with people around them over a chick. And number one, if the chick requires you to jeopardize anything in your life to keep her, that's not the right chick for you. I'm sorry, but these chicks, a woman is supposed to contribute to your life. I'm not saying she needs to pay all your bills. I don't care. If that's what you want, you could find a chick that's going to pay all your bills. But I'm talking about she needs to contribute to your life, whether that's food, right? Whether she cooks well, she can make a mean meal, and she really puts you at peace with her great cooking, how she brings flavors together, right? Or it could be she's just extremely supportive in the sense that you could come to her for some relief, right? That's what the woman is there for. The woman is there to take pressure off the man because the man is going through all types of things to make sure that the woman has a good, comfortable life in whatever lifestyle you're in. Your job is to make sure the woman has it easy in a sense. Whether it's giving her game, whether it's giving her money, whether it's giving her, I don't care what you're giving her, but you supposed to be making sure that her life is easier and she's supposed to reciprocate. So if the chick is making your life harder, or if you're going through stress and you're jumping through flaming hoops and you're getting on the dirt bike, Evel Knievel, and doing backflips, double backflips, that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be effortless. So why I tell friends of mine, acquaintances, or even my audience when I'm making these videos on YouTube, I say I can't stress it enough. When you meet a chick, right, whether you approach a chick or ideally she approached you, because you should be in a situation where women present themselves to you, it'll be subtle. They're not going to come out and say, I want to take you out or anything like that. But you should be in a position where women present themselves to you. But even in the situation where you presenting yourself to a woman, you need to understand that it could go one of two ways. She will either be very excited, very interested, and very into you, or she'll be nonchalant, not so interested, a bit cold, and kind of difficult to pull. And I can tell you from experience, I have pulled both of those types of women. I have pulled women who were a bit reluctant, not so sure about me, not so interested, being, humming and hawing. And I've pulled chicks that off the rip were very interested. They were all over me. They were, they liked me for me, and they were interested in being around me and being with me. And I can tell you, the only chick that you need is a chick that is very into you. And that may be a very hard pill for a lot of men to swallow, because you may be in a quote-unquote relationship with a chick and she wasn't into you at the beginning, or you may even be married to a chick and she wasn't into you at the beginning, which is not the end of the world. Don't take it the wrong way. But I'm just saying, if you would have an ideal situation, you want a chick that is in love with you off the rip. Because even if a chick likes you, but she's playing a game to kind of make it seem that she's not into you, you don't need that. You don't need that, because any chick that's going to try to pull that, she has a spirit of manipulation. She has a spirit of deception. And that could grow. She may be in love with you now, but that could fizzle out real quick. Whereas the chick who off rip is feeling you, who's into you, who's looking into your eyes, and you could tell that she's down. That chick, okay, unless you really screw it up or you really do some weird shit, that chick is gonna be your chick. If you solid and you are actually doing what you're required to do as a man, you're not fumbling, you're not lying to the chick, you're not being shady, you have that chick. Especially if you smash her good. If she's looking at you like that off rip and then you lay it down, you have that chick. That's no problem. But the problem is when you guys are going for these chicks and twisting arms and, trying to take her out to a super nice restaurant to make sure you make a good impression. You do not need to do that. I'm telling you, from experience, I have pulled chicks in both situations. I have pulled chicks that I felt like, I have to take this chick to the nicest steakhouse in the city, so I really seal the deal. If you're trying to seal the deal, you don't have the chick and you're never going to have her. She may come around because she's like, okay, this dude is jumping through flaming hoops and doing backflips off the diving board to get me. She may, you may win her over. But I did a video before saying you don't need to win any chick over. Any chick that you're winning over, she doesn't like you. It's that simple. And again, that's a hard pill to swallow because you got a lot of dudes out here in so-called relationships where they twisted the chick's arm. I'm sorry to tell you, but she doesn't like you. And when she gets with her friends, she's cackling and all kinds of jokes and all kinds of stories about you. Okay, so that's fine if the girl's very good looking and you don't think you could do better. Okay, that's fine. But, for someone like me and a lot of men that are listening to this, you can do better. Okay, so get yourself a chick that likes you, right? So what you're doing is you are convincing the chick, and trying to convince the chick has a gradient of consequences. And that's why I started out by saying, don't go to jail. Because you will have men crash out. You'll have men be like, I need to get my girl the Apple Watch because if she don't got the new Apple Watch, she's going to leave me. And they go rob the Apple store and now they're in jail. And the thing is, they needed this Apple Watch to keep the chick, right? So what do you think happens now that they're in jail? This chick ain't going to visit them. This chick ain't even writing a letter to this dude in jail. So this dude is in jail now, for robbery. He's going to do 4 to 5 years, And this chick, within the first month, has a new dude, and she's Dyson vacuum on the new dude, and she's getting smashed by the new dude. She doesn't even remember you. You're trying to rob the Apple store to get the chick an Apple Watch, and a month later, she doesn't even remember you. So I use that example. It's a very graphic, vivid example to show you that men do crazy things to try and keep the chick. And I'm telling you, this will ruin your life. This will ruin your life. Especially if you have a child with this type of chick, you are cooked. I would never put myself in that situation with a woman who doesn't like me. I know when a woman likes me off the rip, okay? And to be honest, I'm sure most of you guys can identify when a woman likes you as well. And if you can't, just listen to a couple of my videos and you'll get it real quick. Don't lie to yourself, all right? She either likes you or she doesn't. You're not going to make her like you by doing all kinds of crazy backflips off the diving board. So just, consider that. Think about it. And I know you will get way less women with this mindset. But you gotta think to yourself, is it worth it to be swimming in broads who don't like me? Or should I have way less women who actually like me? You could have one chick that likes you. Who cares? Why do you need 25 that don't like you? That you're, doing backflips off the diving board, jumping through hoops. Why would you want that? That's stress. That'll put strain on your health, your mental and physical health. And I'm telling you, it's not worth it. So, be patient and find a chick that likes you.